Hi, I just wanted to do a quick video about the runtime of our Dyson V10 Motorhead vacuum cleaner. That's this guy right here. Now we've got a table up of different runtimes, and there's frankly a whole lot of numbers there that I need to explain. Now you can run one of these vacuums in 6 different configurations. You've got 3 different power modes. You've got low, medium, and max. There's a switch here, you can see that here, low, medium, and max. You can also run it with 2 different kinds of tools. There's the motorized tool, which is this tool here. This is a direct drive cleaner head. It's got a motor in it. Or non-motorized tool. And the Motorhead comes with 2 non-motorized tools. This is a crevice tool and this is a combo tool. Now, depending on the power mode and the tool you're using, you're going to get a different runtime. So the numbers here in blue are the manufacturer's runtimes. They're approximations, but you can see the non-motorized tool in low power mode is supposed to give you about 60 minutes. The non-motorized tool medium power mode, 30 minutes. Non-motorized tool max power mode, somewhere between 5 and 6 minutes. Switching over to the motorized tool, low power mode, 35 minutes. Medium power mode, 20 minutes. Maximum power mode, 5 to 6 minutes. So what about all these colored numbers? We've got the red numbers and the one green number here. Well, those are all vacuum tests, and let's just quickly walk through them. Now, the first column here, the non-motorized tool. Of course, what we did was remove the wand and the direct drive cleaner head. We put a crevice tool on the end, and we used the tool like this. Made sure the battery was fully charged, held the trigger down, used a stopwatch until the machine stopped, recorded that time. So, non-motorized tool, low power mode, 65 minutes and 6 seconds. Okay, well above the manufacturer's 60 minutes. Motorized tool, medium power mode, 31 minutes, 35 seconds, still okay. Non-motorized tool, max power mode, 5 minutes, 24. Okay, still somewhere in the manufacturer's band here. Stepping over to the motorized tool, so how are those tests done? Okay. Well, we put the wand and direct drive cleaner head back on, make sure the battery's charged. We put the cleaner head on a piece of medium pile carpet and held the trigger down until the machine stopped and looked at what our stopwatch told us. Now we got 32 minutes and 20 seconds. And that's a little tricky. That's a little lower than the 35 minutes the manufacturer states. And we'll come back to that in a while. Motorized tool, medium power mode, 20 minutes, 23 seconds. Okay, still within the band here. Motorized tool, max power, 7 minutes, 24 seconds. Okay, that was well above what we expected. Now let's take a look at some of the anomalies here. There's a couple of them. The first one is the fact that we were getting 32 minutes and 20 seconds with the motorized tool in low power mode, and we were hoping to see 35 or more. So what's going on there? Now we've also got the Dyson V10 Absolute here. Now when we run this guy in this configuration with the motorized tool low power mode, we're consistently getting above 35 minutes. So why should these 2 units be different? The Absolute's actually a little older than our Motorhead. So really strange. Now your Motorhead has a shorter dust canister than the Absolute. It's got slightly longer wand, actually weighs a little less, but probably the main difference is the fact that they have different cleaner heads. The Absolute has this torque drive cleaner head, and your Motorhead has that direct drive cleaner head. So what we did, we took this torque drive cleaner head off of our Absolute, okay, and we put it onto our Motorhead. Then we repeated exactly the same test using the medium pile carpet. Made sure the battery was fully charged, held that trigger down until it stopped, used our stopwatch, and we got 36 minutes and 20 seconds. Interesting. So clearly the difference in runtime here is due to the difference in the cleaner heads. Another oddity here is the fact that we're having a lower runtime with the non-motorized tool in max power mode than we are with a motorized tool in max power mode. Now that's certainly not the case up here in low power and medium power mode. In these modes you can see the non-motorized tool runtime is longer than the motorized tool runtime. Well, down here it's the reverse. Rather odd. First we thought maybe we'd made some kind of mistake. We ran the test a second time. Here 5 minutes 22 seconds, original 5 minutes 24. The same. 7 minutes 24, 7 minutes 24. It's identical. So, well, we thought maybe it has to do with the fact that we're using a crevice tool here in the non-motorized tool test. Well, the crevice tool, as you can see, has a very narrow opening. Maybe it's too restrictive in max power mode. So we took this off. We used the combo tool. It's got a much larger opening. Put this on the end, redid the test, 5 minutes, 21 seconds. Didn't make any difference. Matter of fact, we took this off completely and ran the unit like this. We got 5 minutes and 19 seconds. So that's really odd. I guess one of the things to take away from here is the fact that if you're using a motorized tool, you're getting 7.5 minutes. You might think to yourself, oh, when I get to my handheld, I'm going to have 10 minutes or more. Well, that's not the case. As a matter of fact, we have seen this same dynamic of getting a longer runtime with a motorized tool than the non-motorized tool with the Absolute. Just a quick note before we end here. You may be looking at these numbers and thinking, well, 32 minutes and 20 seconds, that's below the 35 I expect. Therefore, I don't want to get a V10 Motorhead. I like the idea of getting my 36 minutes plus that you get with the torque drive cleaner head. Now, the torque drive cleaner head comes with the Absolute version of the V10 and also the Animal version of the V10. However, before you make that decision, I'd suggest taking a quick look at our video entitled What We Love About the Dyson V10 Motorhead. There's a link to that in the text below this video. At any rate, I hope you found this a little bit interesting and maybe helpful. Thanks very much for watching.